Hello. In front of me I have a Roland AV mixer. The model number is VR-3EX. A few years ago I had an opportunity to purchase one of these. Not this one, but another one that I eventually sold to my church. And I found out some of the basic equipment that you need to get the best performance for it is not that expensive and not that hard to find. One of the things that I found to be the best way to get quality recordings for streaming out of this mixer is to use a device similar to this. This is an HDMI to USB capture device. Now, a lot of people will plug these directly into their laptop, but I don't do that, and I don't do it to my desktop either, because if you bump into it you can break it off inside the USB port. So what I do is I use a USB extension, and they're only like $2 or $3 on eBay, and get the one that has the end that looks like this. The Sony model won't allow this to fit in there the way it should. So that's how that connects, and then I connect this in to my laptop or either my desktop, and I have the HDMI cable plugged into here and the other end plugged into the output on the Roland VR-3EX. Now, there's something I want to tell you. The Roland VR-3EX only accepts an input from video devices of 720. The camera that I use to get that 720 is the Sony HDR-CX240. And they can be found on eBay, which is where I found three cameras that I use with this particular mixer. And you pay about $75 to $100 for a used one. Every now and then you can catch them on sale on some of the bigger websites. $100 brand new. Another device that you need to get good quality sound recordings is the Audio-Technica U851-0. This is a boundary microphone, and it has excellent pickup, and it requires a cable that has the mini XLR end, female on one end, and the regular XLR male on the other end. This side plugs into the microphone. This side plugs into the Roland VR-3EX. Now, one of the things that you have to keep in mind with the boundary microphone, the Audio-Technica boundary microphone, is that it needs phantom power. And there's a switch on the side of the Roland VR-3EX where you can switch 2 channels at one time. This mixer has 4 audio inputs, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 as a group, as far as the phantom power is concerned. But the actual audio levels can be controlled by the faders, by the slide faders, individually. So if you've got a noisy section and you maybe like your Bible school section or whatever, you can pull them down and have the others raised up. Now, I mentioned earlier that the Roland VR-3EX only takes an input of 720, but on the output it upscales to 1080, and that will allow you to use the USB to HDMI adapter for best results. And again, this is it, and that's how it looks. And that end plugs into your laptop or desktop. And again, you really want the USB extension plugged into this thing, so that if you bump into it some kind of way, and I've done this before, you don't break the capture device off into your USB port. Now, when I broke mine, I was able to get some needle nose pliers and fish the components out, and the USB port itself was not damaged. But this was broke off, so I had to buy another one, and they're less than $10 on eBay. And if I were buying one today, I would order 2 or 3 just to have backups or whatever, because sometimes people that are in a production with you like to borrow things and not let you know, because this particular device here can be used with a cable box to stream television channels, movies and stuff straight into your laptop with OBS software. You simply turn to the channel, have the cable box connected with an HDMI cable into this, and the other end connected into your laptop, and you simply tell OBS to record, and that's how you capture video along with synced audio to your laptop. Now, I do know some people that break the law, and they record popular movies off HBO into their laptop, and then they burn 30, 40 DVDs, sell them for $10 a pop, and they got $400 right quick. There was a lady in Etowah County, Alabama, Gadsden, Alabama. Well, actually, she got arrested at a teletrade day in Etowah County, Alabama. And they charged her with counterfeiting DVDs. She had a large operation. They didn't get her for as much as they could have, but each Sunday she would sell 200 DVDs. Now, my math says 200 times 10 is 2,000 all day long. So she made $2,000 at that one trade day every Sunday. So you gotta figure she did that for about 3 years, and that would explain why her house was paid for, her car was paid for, her daughter's college tuition was paid for, and she did not file for financial aid because she had a good source of income, even though it was illegal. Now, again, when you set this capture device up, OBS will pick it up, and it'll capture the audio along with the video, and it'll be 1080p or 1080i, however you set this up to output to the HDMI port. And you can do whatever you choose to do. You can record live audio and video from your Sunday school lesson, or simple city council meeting, or whatever. I know a person that has this exact setup for a city council in one of the cities here in Alabama, and they have 4 boundary mics, because this thing will accept 4 microphones, and they use this type of cable plugged into a regular XLR cable to give them the distance that they want. Those cables are 25 foot each, but he plugs another 25 foot XLR cable into it to give him the distance he needs just farther away. The video cameras capture the city council members' faces and everything pretty good, but he needs a boundary microphone in front of the city council members in order to capture everything that they say. And the desk is about 20 feet long, and he puts these about 5 feet 5 feet apart on the table, so he has good coverage of any of the audio that's going on. He has one set up for a podium, so when citizens are addressing the city council, they can just walk up in the boundary microphone, pick up everything they say. 3 microphones on the table, 5 feet apart, and one of these on the podium for the speakers to talk into. And again, he can control the level, so if you have a soft-spoken person speaking, he can just pull up the gain a little bit and capture their voice or whatever. The Roland VR-3EX is good for churches on a budget. You can get a Roland VR-3EX on eBay for $450 sometimes. I paid $400 for this one, and after tax it came to $453.82 or whatever, but it is what it is. The cameras cost me $60 each on eBay. I got them as a package deal. I bought 3 of them. And the microphones were $10 a piece, so that's $40. So 60, then 180, 4, 5, 6, $700, and I got a complete setup. Then you gotta throw in 3 tripods that I got from Walmart. They were $40 each, so another $120. So for $800, I got my money's worth. When I record videos, so 1 hour panel or whatever, I charge $600, and that's how I make my money sometimes. And you do that 3 or 4 times in a month, you got $2,400. So it's all about how you make money or whatever. So I just wanted to do this video to give you an example of some of the equipment you can use to get a quality video streamed or recorded using OBS software, or you can stream live to YouTube or whatever, but you gotta know how to trick the device into doing what it is that you want it to do. When you consider the Roland VR-3EX for your recording needs or whatever, keep in mind that this thing will record whatever you throw at it, and you can monitor it with a set of Audio Technica headphones or whatever headphones that you like. I have those. I have 2 pairs of those. These are the ATX M50X, and they've got a good response, and they let you monitor how the audio actually sounds. They've got a good flat response, and they do a good job at what they do, for what they do. Those were, I think, $130 a piece, but they were hand delivered from the people that I bought them from, and it was well worth it. So I bought 2 of them at the same time. Anyway, that's the end of that for presentation purposes. I captured good audio and video that's synced and everything to a Acer Nitro 5 gaming laptop. As Core i5 CPU, the 10300H 4-core CPU. It has 64 gigabyte of double data rate 4 RAM at 3200 megahertz, and it has an RTX 3050 GPU. So I can record and have NVIDIA do the decoding or whatever, and it does a pretty good job for what I needed to do. So I just wanted to make this video so that you would have an idea uh, of how to set your Roland up for Sunday school purposes. Now, keep in mind that the HDMI-D to HDMI cable is usually only available in 15 feet. So you would need a coupler and a regular HDMI cable, maybe 20-30 feet long, to get a wide coverage area of a Sunday school. The basement in our church is about 40 feet by 40 feet, and we set the tripods up to record 3 rows deep, but 3 cameras, 2 cameras wide, and 1 camera on the Sunday school teacher. So there's 2 cameras on the Sunday school participants, and 1 camera on the Sunday school teacher. So just think outside the box. If you have a church that has a limited budget, you can get everything that I just discussed for about $1,500. If you've got a laptop with a reasonable recent Core i5 CPU, 16 gigabyte of double data rate for maybe a GTX 1650 or 1660 video card, you won't have any problems with playback capture or streaming. It does a pretty good job. And make sure you have an SSD drive, preferably an NVMe drive, but a regular solid state 2.5 inch drive will give you the throughput you need for good solid captures and with no drop frames. My name is Roderick Horton, and this is a presentation about the Roland AV mixer, the VR-3EX. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos.